since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50.
AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
We're going to 53.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Let's go.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, baby, all day.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
No chance. Switch. We're going to 54. Why? 26.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go, 46. 56.
Throwing. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the air.
Deuce. Then we're going to 53.
Look 3.
26.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
26.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Yellow. I got 180. 15. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 34 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Yellow. 180. 165. We got it. 43. Check 43.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he works free. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch. Bang. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 47.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll try and run it with McCord. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL, the 0-3 teams, the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Steelers, and Broncos. Who do you think is the first to get off the schneid?
Well, when you look at it, who has the open week? Who's safe? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah, they don't play anybody, so they're not going to win this week.
I think the Bengals and Steelers, they play each other.
Yep.
So I think the Steelers beat the Bengals and get...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case... never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after, right down the middle. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Mike, number 50. Hey, kill. Here we go. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Evades the tackler, and now some space. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. On second and 10, Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
53. 53. Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide. Here we go.
On second down, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Watch out. Check Mike, 54. Look small. 54. And we have
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, and hits Austin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 4.
We're going to 54. Wide.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.
Up with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, I'm the little lady. 54. Yellow. Joker.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. He's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught off the deflection. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Watch out. Check.
From the 29, Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Collins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Austin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Easy. Kill. Say 43.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's a party now. Say, yo, go. Check. Lucky. Shoot.
On first down, McCoy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check, yellow. White 54.
In your face.
Yellow.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Okafor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Alex Okafor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Kill. Attack. Kill. 61.
Mahomes now on 1st down. A quick hitter complete. It's Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Prescott now from the 50. That one complete to Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I'm here all day.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out it. Let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Select the team. You start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets fuel?
Select the team. Start your season with...
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets full? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They get hit. Color. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54. Here we go. Here 15. Check.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitch, complete. It's Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 42.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Yellow. Our little lady. Hey, 15.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel.
Yellow.
99. Check 99. Orbit.
Check Mike 54. Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch twist.
Prescott to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. You got winning.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Switch up.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to air one out. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So that one will be accepted. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Waddle bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a definite.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
There goes 53, Mike. Hey, what's your leg?
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes it's best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Attack! Yellow.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Into a double team, and it's